Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K16. Now, tonight is basically going to be, it's an interesting one, this. As we've seen over the last few weeks in New Japan Pro Wrestling, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura both leaving the company as their contract expires, and New Japan seems to be pushing Kenny Omega up from the junior heavyweight division up into the main event spot in New Japan. Well, he was going to go for the Intercontinental Championship against Nakamura, but New Japan decided it would be better to strip Nakamura of the championship and actually go for a competition to crown that new Intercontinental Champion, which I can expect is going to be Kenny Omega. So this match is basically just to see how well Kenny Omega can do against the upper echelons of New Japan, going against the multiple-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada. This is going to be very, very interesting. Now, this New Japan arena is completely bugged. It never, ever seems to want to actually take place in the place I want to take place in. That was supposed to be, obviously, Tokyo, but we're in Reseda, I think I said. No, it's in Reseda. Providence, I think. But anyway, here is Kenny Omega. Looks like he's actually going to be the leader of Bullet Club now. I'm not quite sure if that is what they're doing, or whether they're going to have Bullet Club as just a mutual sort of group with no leader. It's going to be interesting to see just how everything pans out in the future. But I can't wait to see Kenny Omega take on some of the bigger guys. I think he takes on the likes of Okada. We'll also upload in a few days' time. We'll have Omega versus Tanahashi as well, just to try that one out. I hope Omega makes it to WWE at some point as well. He's a fantastic wrestler. I really think he deserves it. He was recently on the network, I believe, doing something or other. I think he was part of a chat show with maybe Dean Ambrose or someone like that. I can't remember who it was now, but he was on there. And I would love to see him as part of WWE. Maybe if they're doing this Balor Club stable, if that is the way they're going to go, then maybe Kenny Omega could be part of that in the future, or he could probably come in on his own. He's a very Brian Pillman-esque sort of wrestler. Maybe teaming him up alongside maybe Dean Ambrose would be quite good. A very unstable team. Now here comes somebody else who I would not be surprised to see WWE pick up. This is of course Kazuchika Okada. Now, if rumour has it that a few months back when WWE did the Beast of the East tour, Nakamura and Okada both had trials with WWE, and I thought nothing of it. I thought, nah, they'll never leave. But seeing Nakamura leave New Japan, and potentially, we don't know for sure yet, but potentially signing to WWE, there's a possibility Okada could do the same. WWE currently just ripping New Japan to shreds. They're taking 4 of their big names allegedly already. And the likes of Okada, Tama Tonga, Bad Luck Fale, all linked as well. I think Fale's just signed a new 2-year deal with New Japan, so I think that one's off the table now. But Tama Tonga, we did a random match with him a couple of days ago. It's going to be very interesting to see what does happen. Okada is a fantastic wrestler, very young as well. He's got a few years of experience behind him, but he's still got a lot of years ahead of him as well. So he could be a great signing for WWE. I think the only thing we're going to struggle with Nakamura is his lack of the English language. I think he does speak a bit of English, but I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to put on a full promo. Have to wait and see what happens. I don't think that's a problem. I'm quite happy to watch the guy wrestle. He's a fantastic guy in the ring, as is Okada here as well. So I don't think, if they can't talk on the microphone, it's not going to bother me too much, but I know it really bothers a lot of people. A lot of people need that storyline behind it to really make the match what it needs to be, and I think that might hold them back, but it can't take too long to learn it. Well, I know Hideo Itami's been learning now for a while, and with his injury been out for quite a while, who knows, maybe that could be a case that something that is being worked on off camera. I don't think it's much of a problem, but someone like Kenny Omega, I think Kenny Omega may be a Canadian, I believe. I think he's Canadian. I've had a lot of Kenny Omega matches over the last few days. Of course, we've uploaded Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles, and this is going to be Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. We've got Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi coming as well. Kenny Omega, one of my favourite wrestlers, as you can probably tell by the amount of matches we're going to have with him. I'm pretty sure we did upload another match recently as well. Was it Kenny Omega versus Brian Pillman, or am I making this up? I might be making this up. I thought we'd done some more Omega. I might be completely wrong. It looks like I might be completely wrong. I would like to do an Omega versus Dean Ambrose or Omega versus Brian Pillman. Like I said, I think if Omega teamed up with Dean Ambrose, I think that would be a fantastic little stable. Two very unstable men, and I think the team could work really, really well together. Kenny Omega, the reverse suplex there on Kazuchika Okada, and a victory here could sort of show that Omega could be a potential candidate for a future IWGP Heavyweight Championship reign. I know at the moment they're aiming him towards the Intercontinental Championship, but who knows, a victory over Okada. It's going to be difficult. I don't know who's going to be going for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, with Nakamura leaving, Kota Ibushi is currently injured. Maybe someone like Naito, who's currently playing a heel, I believe. So maybe he's someone who could go for that. Or maybe they could take the risk on some of the other, not necessarily a risk, but they could take the chance on maybe someone like Tama Tonga, who I think is doing really, really well over there. Still yet to hold a single championship in New Japan. He did have an opportunity at the new Trios Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, but came up on the losing side of that one against the Briscoe brothers and one of the Japanese guys. Can't remember his name. So it's going to be interesting to see what New Japan do with that Intercontinental Championship. Like I say, I firmly believe that Omega's probably going to win that competition, and that'd be great because I really want to see Omega hold that championship. I think he can. I'll tell you what, the likes if when Kota Ibushi comes back, Omega versus Ibushi would be a fantastic match. Maybe something else we can look at doing here on our random match series. Of course, the random match series is very interactive with you guys, so if you do have any ideas for matches you would like to see, please let me know in the comment section below. I am recording quite a few of these in advance. As you may have seen, I did a sort of channel update video a few days back, and that sort of explained a few changes that have gone on in my my personal, my work life. So I'm not going to have a lot of time to record midweek. So I'm going to do a lot of my recordings over a weekend, which is why I'm trying to get 7 of these random matches all recorded and ready to go. So I do have a big list of random matches to go for already. I know quite a few of you have suggested them in the past. I have got them all written down, every single one that's been suggested in the comment section and over on Twitter as well. You can contact me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is, I can't remember what it is now. You can find a link to it in the description below. Twitter handle is ShabbyGamer1, at ShabbyGamer1. So yeah, let me know on Twitter as well if you have any random matches. And of course, we'll give you a shout out in the process. At the moment, I'm just going through a lot of these scenarios and things that could happen after a very, very busy January, of course, with Wrestle Kingdom took place and with all these new potential signings to WWE as well. I'm really just taking advantage to try and get as much buzz and try and upload the matches that hopefully you guys want to see at this point in time. But like I said, I will get back onto your suggestions as soon as I can. It might get to a point where I upload a video you suggested like 3 or 4 months ago and you completely forgot you suggested it, but it's still going to be worth watching. Now, Okada in control of this match at the moment. Just stamping on the back of the arm of Kenny Omega. That brings Omega back up to his feet. Big right hand. Some more big punches there. Now Okada throwing Omega into the corner. Okada now hoists Omega up onto the top turnbuckle. What has Okada got planned here? Oh, but Omega breaks free with the back elbow, creates a bit of space and a beautiful missile dropkick. Now we know that Okada is famous for his dropkick, but that one was maybe just as good. When the hell did it become 10 o'clock in the evening? What happened there? I have no idea what happened there. I'm sure it was only 6 o'clock a couple of minutes ago. Omega here lining Okada up. Is he going to go for my favourite move? Oh, I thought he was. No, he's going to go for... He went for Okada's short clothesline. Showing the arrogance there. Omega nearly defeating Okada with his own finisher maneuver. That would have been very impressive. Very impressive indeed. I've been watching Yogscast videos online. I must have just sat here watching them for goodness. About 4 or 5 hours now. I can't believe I've done that. Omega with a great fisherman's suplex. That's not fisherman's, that's Northern Lights suplex, sorry. Bridged in for the pin, but I can't have enough in the locker to kick out. Omega is really in control of this match now. He's going up to the top turnbuckle. What does Omega have planned here? A beautiful moonsault. Kenny Omega liking that. Maybe needs to go for the pin though. Like he was going to go for some sort of Boston Crab maybe. Okada playing possum, managed to create a bit of space, kicking Omega down to the ground. Okada now taking Omega up onto his shoulders. And a great Death Valley driver. What's Okada going to go for here? Okada's going to go up top himself. Not something we see Okada do very often, but Omega's making his way back up to his feet now. Okada's going to get caught here, and he does, and Okada drops down to the mat. Kenny Omega maybe playing possum there, creating a little bit of time, and there he goes now for an Indian Deathlock. I think that's an Indian Deathlock. Let me know if I got that wrong, but I'm sure it was an Indian Deathlock. Omega there, a snap there now. Now just wrenching back at the arms of Okada, pushing the knee into the centre of the back. Okada slowly back up to his feet. Big elbow to the gut of Kenny Omega. Omega with a big kick to the gut of Okada, and Okada with a return. Omega now throwing Okada into the corner. Now, like I said, Omega is quickly, over the last 12 months, become one of my favourite wrestlers. So I want to see a lot more of him, especially in our Universe mode. If you've not seen that update video, we are going to have to cut my previous Universe mode where it was. And we're going to start a brand new one that's going to be a lot less time consuming for me. And it's going to be very indie based. There's going to be no WWE at all, no retro roster, no Attitude Era, no current day roster. It's all going to be about indie shows. So Kenny Omega is going to play a key part in a lot of those. There's the pin here by Okada. Enough for a 2 count. Our first pay-per-view will be next Sunday, and that is going to be, well, I say Sunday, it's going to be a double pay-per-view. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. We're going to have Lemmy on the Saturday, and we're going to have Bowie on the Sunday. Of course, homage to the 2 rock legends we have lost over the last few weeks. Something the PWG have done in real life as well, so I wanted to continue that. We're going to be crowning our first ever Pro Wrestling Guerrilla champion in that Universe mode, so definitely worth a watch. Okada with a pin from the Tombstone Piledriver, and Kenny Omega kicks out. Kenny really showing a lot of resilience in this one. Both guys slowly back up to their feet, and Okada now spinning Omega round, and there's the short clothesline. The move which Omega caught Okada with earlier in the match, but this time surely Okada is going to get the 3 count, and he does. So Kazuchika Okada defeating Kenny Omega, but Kenny Omega definitely put on a fantastic showing here. And it just shows that I do think he definitely has what it takes to fight out against the big dogs in New Japan. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that as well now. There was a pin by Okada, only enough for the 2 count there though. There was a backdrop by Okada. Again, there was still a lot more to come after that. I can't believe that Kenny Omega actually had the audacity to use Okada's finisher maneuver against him as well. Here's the Tombstone Piledriver, nearly finished the match off. You think if Okada just turned around 180 and hit that Tombstone, so Omega was more in the centre of the ring, he may have got it, but Okada had to pull Omega away from the ropes to stop a rope break, and that allowed Omega the extra few seconds to recover and obviously kick out as well. And there was the pin after the short clothesline, the Rainmaker clothesline. Great victory for Okada. Of course, the current IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Absolutely fantastic wrestler and a potential WWE signing in the future as well. Would not surprise me if the rumours are rife over the next 12 months. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you have all enjoyed it. Of course, there will be another Kenny Omega match uploaded in a couple of days' time. He will be taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you're not already, then be sure to subscribe and you'll get a nice little buzz when that video is uploaded. Should be in a couple of days' time, like I said. And of course, if you do like the video, it helps me out a huge amount as well. Makes the video easier to find when you search in YouTube, so it helps my channel grow a little bit as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.